Hey y'all, I'm Lala, aka Phoenix Goddess. This is Phoenix Aura Tarot, and today I wanted to do something different that I feel like I just want to practice on doing. I don't want it to appear as if I'm making any type of like joke or fun or of any of this. I don't think this is funny. I know this is very serious. So I just want to go ahead and see what I can get. I'm very intrigued by this situation. For some reason, I've been feeling called to do this, so I just want to see what I can get. I'm not claiming that any of this is true. I'm gonna just see what I can get. Okay, I've off. I've also off camera. I asked to make sure that Nolan's energy was here. I got confirmation. First, I split the deck of the Emperor, so I was like, okay, I think he's here. And then I asked for confirmation and got the Ace of Swords. So I do think the energy of Nolan Wells is present. Okay. And then not to mention, this is on the bottom of the deck. Okay, the Ten of Swords. So when it comes to this situation, I do feel like this is someone that Nolan thought he trusted, or people that he thought he trusted. High karma. There could be two of his friends that were involved in this situation. Okay? Two specifically that actually were directly involved in this. Okay? So you see how they're even by water, right? The title tells you everything we're talking about, okay? Okay. I do feel like the truth is going to come out. Okay, when it comes to this Nolan situation, the truth is going to come out. All right, so help me figure this out. What can we know? Now, this is what I was waiting for. I got this deck earlier than I anticipated, okay? But it is the True Crime Oracle cards. This is what I was waiting for, okay? So we're here. I've been spending time with them, with these cards. I've done the cleansing, done the praying. We're going to go ahead and get into it. I just saw grandparent and homicide. So I know that there was a call that mentioned someone speaking to someone's grandpa. And I feel like something about that is significant when it comes to the involvement of Nolan Wells. And I do feel like it was a homicide. Okay, look at that. They look the same. Somebody did this to Nolan. Okay. Was this on the bottom of the, it wasn't on the bottom of the deck. It was on the bottom. Partner in crime, like I said, I feel like there's two people involved. There was a partner here. It was more than one person involved in this situation. Let me know what happened. Abuse, neglect. What else? That's way too many, but I don't know what perversion means. I figured there would be some words that I might have to look up. Hey, so what else? Mind control. So that's telling me when it comes to this Nolan Wells situation, there's, other than like what actually happened, when it comes to the bigger perspective of things, there's something going on with what some sort of higher powers are doing to control the masses' attention. Also, there's something here about This is a way of like abusing the mind of the people, because this can be such a hurtful topic, and especially when you really dive into it, people's feelings really be getting hurt about these situations. Of course, it's a horrible situation. It's not just their it's not just Nolan's parents and loved ones who's hurt. Now you've got a whole bunch of people who are hurt too. And I feel like it obviously that was a horrible situation, but there's like a bigger reasoning for why this is spreading so much, and also why it's so big. Because not every case gets its attention. Stuff like this happens a lot, and it doesn't get publicized on purpose. Okay, so what else? So he was like a part of this, maybe not knowingly. I'm not saying he was knowingly a part of it. His situation is just being used for it. Got fair. We're gonna clarify these. In legal proceedings on the bottom of the deck. Ooh. That says strangulation and justice. That's why they have his throat. Somebody probably did something crazy too. That's why they kept that throat behind. When it comes to that legal situation, somebody, I feel like justice is gonna there's gonna be justice for Nolan. I feel like things are gonna turn out the way they should. But it's a lot going on here. I'm not sure if all of this is gonna come out. I don't know. What else? Surveillance. So this was on camera. Somebody has something on camera. Somebody has the situation on camera. Or they have something important of this abuse that maybe he went through. Someone has this on their phone. Or someone was being watched or recorded in this situation. Tell me more. Burial. Good evening, Cameron. Someone has on camera what they tried to do to cover it up. I'm picking up on something else. I feel like there was like some sort of attempt. Thank y'all for the likes. I feel like there was an attempt to bury him. And something like that didn't work. I don't know, somebody like started really thinking about the situation, and maybe something changed. They did something. He was moved. I feel like he was in more than one place after he passed. Look at that. That says runaway and organized crime. It says runaway and organized crime. I also do feel like, because you got faked death on the bottom of the deck, I also do feel like at one point they may have thought he was dead, and then he wasn't, and something happened and he was. And then he actually was. Like at first they thought he wasn't. They did something, which is why they moved him. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm just practicing, guys. Please take this with a grain of salt. I'm just practicing. I'm curious and I want to know. Okay, so I'm just trying to see. Do not take this for what for certain. I am practicing. Okay? I'm practicing. I'm literally just practicing. I'm not saying this is actually going to be true or this is actually what happened. I'm just telling y'all what I'm seeing based on what I know and all that. Okay. Oh, this says love, and then you also have affair. So boom. I feel like this has something to do with that person that they were connected to. The girl. Am I allowed to talk about that stuff? The girl K. Okay. Right? Isn't that her name? We'll say her initials, KM, the one that they say he was with when they were like, come on to the boat and he wanted to stay with her. Something about this. More than one person liked her. This was something that this was an involvement. This was part of why something happened here. This is a love. It's a love affair. That could have been what this whole problem began with in the first place. The fact that Nolan was with someone that they wanted, one of them wanted. Something could have happened suddenly. Look, wait. I just flipped the deck. They saw something happen and ignored it. You see how she's in the water? There you go. You see how she's in the water drowning? She's in the water drowning, calling for help. He's just like, oh, there's nothing I can do about it. Lost cause. She's gone. Okay. I feel like they turned their back on him when he was asking for help. What else? What is this mind control thing? Queen of Cups. Look at all this water stuff. There's a spiritual reason as to why this happened in the water. It's something that I will say as well. There's a spiritual reason as to why this happened in the water or why this was about water. Okay. This is a very spiritual thing as well, y'all. And this could have also been over some sort of girl. Okay. I don't know if KM is a water sign. It doesn't matter. If she is, she could be a Pisces. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay. What is it? What is this mind control and energy? What is that? So it was like neglect. That's what that Five of Cups was. And look at this. I just paused on. Look at how much water energy is coming out for this reading. Cancer could be significant. It could be significant. Something happened. And someone knows what happened, and that's what's being hidden. There is some sort of. Let me tell you this too. With the Ten of Wands, whoever did this, the consequences of their actions are going to be very hefty. I'll tell you that right now. Whether that be spiritual or in some way, shape, or form, justice is going to be had here when it comes to this. It may not be seen. Look at this. I don't know if he was like fighting back from certain people for whatever reason. There was something about him already being popular, already being considered as the best when it comes to something. And it was like he was being tested in some way, shape, or form, but like extremely. Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. All right. This is what I want to know. Where can we dive into let's see. I want to ask particular questions. What is Can you show me W's, the one that we've been seeing? You know what I'm talking about. What is his involvement in this situation, please? Can you see that through this? I might just go back to the crime deck. Journey. So he was the one that was getting people from one place to the other. So someone knows. This person knows exactly what happened. This person was in charge of getting people from one place to the other. Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to make it clear on who I'm referring to. The one who was in the podcast or interview, whatever, with that officer. His involvement was making sure to get some sort of travel to traveling. I don't think he actually did anything. Show me his involvement, please. Healing couple. I was seeing the Six of Swords when I saw that healing card, so it's giving travel over the water, the boat. Neighborhood is giving like, yeah, traveling close by or around in the neighborhood. Obviously we know that they were on water, but it's like that's the type of energy, because obviously it's not that too far. I don't know the distance between the land and the freaking island and wherever they're going back and forth from, but it's neighborhood enough. You know what I'm saying? So this person was in charge of the travel there. Too many. Look at this. Look at this. That says fraud and boat. Yeah, he was in charge of the boat. He's lying. Man, I hope my iPad works today. Let me see. An act of deception. Lying used to gain an unfair, illegal advantage. Trickery. So W is lying about him being the transportation. Maybe he was, but there's something that he's hiding. Like what? These cards are the crime cards are just brand new, so bear with me when it comes to shuffling them and stuff. What exactly is he lying about? Can we know? Yeah. He's literally lying about some sort of transportation. I feel like he was like some form of a host of a situation. Like he was hosting these things. So I don't know, maybe he was hosting, okay, he was the one that was like, let's get everybody together and go here. He was hosting it. But I also do feel like this was part of his plan as well. There was a plan that he was playing out. Show me more about Lauren. Show me more about his involvement, please. I feel like whatever he does, either he was forceful with him, Nolan, in some way, shape, or form, and somehow, I'm getting the image of like him pushing. I don't know though. Tell me more. Where's my, wait. Okay, so I have them out. Hold on. Here it is. Show me more about his involvement. So he was a main person involved for one, and I do feel like this has something to do with like wanting to appear a certain way in front of a feminine. So I'm telling you, haughtiness. He was trying to feel. He was being arrogant in front of a feminine with whatever he did. With however he's involved, he was doing too much when it comes to being arrogant around a feminine energy. I feel like I feel like they're saying, oh, he may have liked the same girl as somebody else. I think that person is Warren. They liked the same person, the same girl. It was them. So he was trying to do something to like show off. Or he feels like Nolan was showing off when it comes to this feminine, which is why he was trying to do something to like offset that energy, to have him more so being at the advantage point. Egotism. This is all about ego. But partner in crime, him and somebody plan to do something together. So yes, it's him, but also someone else. So I guess whatever happened, it hurt the one that's been in the interviews, in the podcast. It hurt his ego. So then he went and partnered up with somebody and was like, let's do this and that to Nolan. I feel like because this was something I feel like was planned. The Three of Wands, I feel like it was planned. I feel like it was something planned. He did this with somebody else, whatever, and maybe things went too far, but part of this, whatever they did to him, was planned. And it's because he didn't like how Nolan made him feel with whatever happened. Okay, show me, what's that? Can you show me? Can you show me? I want to ask about like someone else's involvement. That other one that was talking crazy about the mom. Loki trying to call her a liar. What is his involvement and connection to Nolan? I know his name starts with a T, I think. And thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate you. What was his involvement at all? That connection? Thoughts? I don't think he had much involvement in it. But this is going back to like some sort of this card out here that says mind control. Where is it? My cards went everywhere. with thoughts and mind control. I feel like they're using him as a way to like control the way the people view a situation. Maybe because he's mixed, and isn't he mixed black? I don't know. That's what he's being used for. Show me his involvement. Can you show me his involvement? Hold on. I just saw cover up. Let me see. Show me his involvement. Show me what was his involvement, if any. Life insurance. Hold on. But it's giving like what I was trying to say. It's like them trying to save their behinds in some way, shape, or form. Like how do I say this? Like they were using him. Like he was being used as a way to control how people are viewing and seeing and thinking about this situation. It's their way of like hold on. Give me a second and let me fix my ignorance for 2 seconds so I can give y'all a better breakdown. Hey there, Memora. Wait. Hmm. 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 Wait. I don't think this is like an actual life insurance policy on Nolan. I don't think it's about that. I think it's about something else more sinister. I think there like it was something about someone being tested. I said there's a bigger thing to this. And somebody is getting some money for this. It's not actual life insurance. Somebody's getting some money for this situation. This is weird. And I don't think that has anything to do with the T guy. When it comes to the T guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Trist something. I don't know. When it comes to him, I don't know where his involvement is in that. I'm not sure, actually. Because I was picking up on something, and then when I read it, look at that. How was that in life insurance? So, was it him? Was it him? I don't know. I don't know. Was it him and him? What? Show me. Six of Swords. I told you I saw the Six of Swords. And the King of Swords. It may have been them. It may have been Tristan and Warren. Whatever that guy's name is. So, who is this Bart guy people are talking about? Who is this Bart guy people are talking about? Can you show me that person's involvement? That, I don't know. I'm just practicing, y'all. This is something new. This is something that I'm trying to figure out. Like the toilet paper. Who is Bart? Caregiver? I don't know what Bart's. I don't know because I've been hearing or been seeing that going around. I don't know. Because if I'm gonna be honest with you, was he was he actually there? Because I know people were saying, "Oh, he was there. He was there." Was he? I don't know. Let me see. Because if you ask me, I feel like whoever Bart is was doing what they usually do on their day to day. Usually, what he usually does on his day to day. I don't think it was any kind of like different kind of day for him, which makes me feel like he actually may not have actually been there. I'm not sure. Trapped. I don't think he was there. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he was there. I don't know though. I literally don't know, guys. I'm just playing around with cards, trying to see what I can figure out, what I can do. Okay. Which I don't know how much of this would actually be able to come out as truth. I don't know. Maybe not a whole lot of it. Okay, honestly, I don't know. I'm just trying to see something, y'all. Because this is something that I'm like low-key interested in doing. So I'm just practicing, guys. I don't take any of this as obviously it's not truth. I wouldn't know that. Okay, everything would be clearly alleged. I'm just playing around with cards just to save my behind, okay? All right. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Bart was at his house. I think Bart was at home. I think Bart is at home. I don't think Bart is there. If I'm be, but that's what I'm getting. Maybe he wanted to go, but he couldn't, or maybe he got stuck somewhere on his. Maybe he at that time he wasn't there when something was going down. I don't think he was around. So there's another person I wanted to ask about. It's something deep. It's definitely something deeper to this. Because what I want to tap into before I go, because I do kind of need to hurry up, I want to know what they're talking about with this. Um, and to be clear, yes, I'm practicing, but I did also ask to call in his energy, and I got indication that his energy was here. So this is why I'm also taking this as serious as I can. I'm taking it serious, but I don't know, you know what I'm saying? This is something that I've never done before. Okay? So bear with me here. Oh, dang. Okay, yeah. So, but this is something that I'm interested in doing more often. Maybe not all the time, clearly, but just like with certain things, with certain situations. Anyway, what is this mind control about? What are you talking about? Where did that come from when it comes to this Nolan Wells situation? Okay, so this is a big thing. Because yes, this situation is clearly big, but it's also even bigger than what it is, what it's coming off as, okay? So it looks like there's an attempt on messing with maternal powers of the universe, like maternal energies, to cause some sort of changes. But I feel like whatever is being done, they're making things worse for them. So like, let's just say, and I'm speaking in an esoteric manner. I'm trying to be as clear but coded as I possibly can, okay? So this situation would cause some sort of shift. It causes some sort of shift in what people pay attention to, what people are thinking about, because and for some reason the target is the divine feminine energy. The target of this mind control of this situation is the divine feminine. whatever they're doing, they're trying to change something, change the direction of something, change the direction of where this divine feminine energy is directed toward. Hi there, chat with the queen. But I feel like this is only gonna make things worse for whoever was trying to control this, because this was something fated. Something was fated. Something is fated to occur. Something is fated to happen. I'm not talking about the Nolan Wells directly situation. I'm saying this change was fated to happen. So it's like what they're trying to have control over this change, so that way they can benefit positively from it. The people who have hands in, higher spaces of being able to do things like this on the masses, okay? They're trying to have some sort of control over the maternal powers. The Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress. But with the Chariot, the Empress is protected. By divine entities. So I feel like whoever was trying to do this, it's like whatever is about to change, there's something's about to change positively in the universe. And things, the way that the powers are about to change. That's what these people are trying to control. But it's not going to work. It's like they're making something worse for them. Whoever these people are. Where is the deck that I'm looking for? Where is the deck that I'm... There it is. Let me use this. What more? What is this mind control? Why is the mind control a part of this situation? Nolan's mom could be very significant. Mothers. Because there's a lot about mothers in this situation. Because you know how like one of the kids' moms is a judge or something like that? Mothers are significant. It's something about the power that these feminines have. I mean, female, the Empress. It's something about feminine energy. Not sure exactly what, but with the thoughts that just popped up, it's like there's an attempt on the control on control of the divine feminine's mind. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So with this situation, all right, wealthy man. Why is wealthy man out here? Thief. Despair. I feel like with the wealthy man and thief card, there's something about this mind control situation, which is like giving the wealth. It's like they're trying to attempt to separate the feminine from her divinity. If I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not sure how they're using the Nolan Wells' situation to do it. But they're using that to control the feminist mind in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure. This is some crazy stuff. This is some crazy stuff. This is some crazy stuff. And it's like the mind is like really significant. So do what you need to do to keep your mental, your psyche protected. Please. What else do we need to know about the Nolan Wells situation? I don't think, actually, not from this deck. Let's see, because this deck be having some cards that could be possibly Um, that could be possibly telling. So let's see. Let's just see. If you would like a person, I mean, what do you mean a question? Because I'm doing, this is regarding Nolan right now. Like, ask what? If it's about the Nolan situation, absolutely. You can ask. And thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Ah, they're making mistakes. The people who are involved are making mistakes. That says transgression, flaws, contradictions, and mistake. These people are contradicting themselves. They're contradicting themselves, and that's going to be a major mistake. How you going to... Don't get blocked, Nabresha, whatever your name is. I know you seen the title. I hope you saw that title. I don't know, maybe you was just scrolling. I don't know. It clearly says Nolan Wells situation. Reading on Nolan Wells. Why are you asking me about Sagittarius? Why are you doing that? Okay? This is not the time. Not the time. These people made a mistake. These people made a mistake. Whatever it is that they did, whatever it is that they're doing, they made a mistake. If this ends up going to court, what's going to be brought up is the contradictions in their story. These people messed up. These people messed up. Let me see. So I think they made a major mistake. Where's my book? So I feel like justice will be had here for sure. Eventually. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know. I don't know how fast these things move, but all right, so it says, when we go against our integrity, our soul will let us know. And if we continue to deny that inner voice, the universe will show us where we are going wrong. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Somebody is going against their integrity by doing this, by lying. Whoever these people are, whoever this person is, they're lying their behinds off, and this is not something that they want to do. This person is really going against what they truly feel like is the best thing to do. Someone's gonna end up spilling the beans. They won't be able to take it anymore. I'm telling you. But I want to look up the word integrity. I'm telling you, this person, they're going to start contradicting themselves, and I feel like the pressure is just going to get too strong for this person. Honesty, strong moral values. Yeah, no, their integrity was compromised. This person's integrity was compromised. That's what's going on. I don't know if they were offered something. I don't know what happened, but crowding out our inner voice, continuing down a path that we know is against the truth of our soul. And that is not only what ages you, but it's what kills you. Doing that, and this is just a message for everybody as well. Do not go against what you like, what you believe in life, what you feel like you know in life, what you feel, because that does not help your body. That doesn't help you health-wise, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and you may not recognize it, but it is so taxing on your soul to live that way. That's why people who it's certain things in life where you shouldn't be doing so much to where it's like you're hiding how you truly are for the acceptance of others, or who you truly are for the acceptance of others, or whatever. Doing that only makes things worse for you. So do not live that way. But what I'm seeing here when it comes to this person, so there something was telling them, don't do that, don't lie, tell the truth, this is wrong. And this is gonna, I feel like this is gonna eat up at this person, whoever this is, and somebody's gonna end up saying the truth. I do feel like some more truth is gonna come out. Okay, it says make amends, take stock, assess and redirect, and come back into harmony with the voice of your soul. Someone's going to speak. Somebody's going to say something. That's what I think. And thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate you. Someone's going to end up saying something. All right. I think that's all I got for y'all with this for now. We'll see. I don't know if any of y'all are, I guess the ones of y'all who are watching are interested in it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I hope the truth does come out, but I do see justice is going to be served. So I feel like that's the best thing to note from it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but justice will be served on this situation. So that's good. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.